What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Majora's Mask Part 31. Now, in case you missed the last part, I messed up the audio files, so parts 30, 31, and 32 will all be post-commentated and sped up, so that explains that. But pretty much what we did in the last part is we went through the Ikana well, did a scavenger hunt kind of thing, and yeah. So, pretty much, in this part, we are going to be taking on the Ikana Castle, which we need to go through to get another song, which is essential to getting through Stone Tower Temple. So, pretty much what we did get from the last part was we got the Mirror Shield, and what the Mirror Shield does, it pretty much permanently replaces your last shield, and what it does is when there is a beam of light shining down, you can use the shield and it will reflect light in a beam. So for Ikana Castle, things that you will be needing is you'll be needing the Deku Mask, and the Captain's Mask really isn't useful. You'll be needing fire arrows, you'll be needing the Deku Shield, or no, the Deku Mask, the Mirror Shield naturally, and you will be needing a powder keg. So if you do not have one of those, go and get it like now, or else you're gonna have to go back and get one later on. Anything else? You'll have to use the Lens of Truth, and yeah, that's really about that. But mainly you'll be wanting fire arrows mainly, so make sure you have some arrows with you. But pretty much, first room you want to go into is you want to go into the left room. You get into the rooms by shooting the switches with fire arrows that melts the ice, activates a switch. You want to go into the left room first. You will be needing the Deku Mask, and the way you get through this room is you hit the switch, and I had a bit of trouble getting it because I kind of forgot how to do this time, but what you need to do is you need to have the Deku Mask on, hit the switch, and you want to go into one of the flowers. It's not this one, it's the one that's right next to it. I believe it's the next flower. This flower right here. You want to go into it, and you want to stay down inside the flower, because while you're inside the flower, you do not get hurt. You're practically invincible. So you want to put the Deku Mask on, sink down into the flower until that platform falls on top of you, and then you want to shoot up, because what that does is it puts the platform back up. And then once the platform's back up, you want to drop down real quickly and then shoot back up again and land on the platform and hit the switch. Now in this next room, what you want to do is you want to have the arrows. There are Skulltulas hanging from the roof. You will want to kill those, because otherwise you will just be knocked down when you try to jump to the platforms. But what you want to do is Deku Mask, you want to jump into this flower that's on this first platform, shoot over to the left. There's really nothing over on the right, so no bother going over there. Shoot over to the left. There is a switch that you step on without the Deku Mask on, because you can't step on switches with the Deku Mask. So step on the switch, opens up the gate, then you want to just hop over to the door and go through there. Now in this room there are these little skull things, which when you get hit by them, you will not be able to use any weapons, so you want to play the Song of Storms, get rid of that. And then on this up here, there are two paths to go. If you go to the right where those fire pillars are, you hit the switch, it makes the fire pillars go away. So jump over to the pillar, put the Deku Mask on, and fly over there. There is a heart container over there, so you get that if you really want it, which I suggest getting it, because one, it heals you up, two, it's a heart container. So as soon as you're done with that, just jump back down. You will have to climb all the way back up, so there's that. Now this part, kill that bird thing before you decide to before you decide to progress, because that bird will knock you out of the air with the Deku Mask. So shrink down here, fly up, and that bird will knock you down. So kill that thing as soon as you get up there. So once you're up here, just kill the bird, and then you will want to fly or jump on the flower and then fly over to that left pillar, because that pillar has a switch which will open up a move that rock right there, which will just shine a light down into the room to the right when you first enter there. But yeah, also there is a fairy, so if you go over to the right side of the temple, you can see on the map right there, there is a jar. Break that, and there is a fairy in there, which will be useful for the boss of Ikana Castle. So Once you're done with that, just go back into this room, go into the right side, or go through the right door, and then as opposed to before, there was a light shining down, which you could use the shield to just kill the undead, or the wall masters that are right there. There's some dancing undeads over here, which you really don't need to worry about. I just killed them, I don't know. But as soon as you're done through there, there is this room, which is a mini boss, which is another Wizrobe. They pretty much the same thing as the other ones. I believe this one actually shoots fireballs, so those you kind of want to watch out for. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same as every other boss. 2 phases. First phase, he just teleports, just wait till he's fully there, go and hit him. Next phase, he'll like duplicate himself, so just look at the map, the red dot is the real one. Now this part here is the part where you will want to have the powder keg, because right here I kind of forgot to get a powder keg, so I was just hoping, hey, maybe if I blow this up enough then it'll work, but no. So if you don't have the powder keg at this point, you will want to fly back to Clocktown, get a powder keg from the bomb shop wearing the Goron mask, and just fly back here and get through here and do that kind of fun stuff. But if you do have the powder keg, just drop it right onto that spot, blow it up, and then you'll be good to go. But right here I show you another entrance into Ikana Castle. What you do is I kind of show off it. There's that stream right there. Right off to the right, there's a little hole in the wall by this colorful building. Just go in there, and then if you go to the left, there's a switch which opens up a light source. So just shine that at this sunstone, and it will just disappear. So that's another quick way into Ikana Castle. But I don't know why I didn't cut this part. I probably should have. But yeah, so random stuff. Fun fact, this part was actually supposed to be 2 parts. It was supposed to be parts 31 and 32. But just because it was so long, like I was originally gonna cut it up into getting to the boss of Ikana Castle as part 31, and then fighting the boss is part 32 because it was kind of lengthy. But once you break that hole, just drop down into it, and it will shine a light, burn up this sunstone that's in the main room, and you will be led into this boss room. Now this boss, you tackle it in 2 parts. First part is fighting his 2 little sidekicks right there. So what you want to do is you want to burn up the curtains. You only really need to burn up 1, but having 2 or having both of them burned, it really does make it a bit easier. But essentially what you want to do is you want to fight them, knock them down. The easiest way that I have found to beat them is if you have the blast mask or bombs, just back them up into a wall, throw the bombs at them until they fall down, and make sure you're in the light, because what you want to do is when they're knocked down and they're laying on the ground, you reflect the light at them, and then they will burn up. So just using the blast mask or bombs is the easiest way to do that. Now the next part is pretty much the big boss. He's pretty much the same way as the other ones, except he has a few more moves up his sleeves, which makes it a bit more difficult. But like I said, it's pretty much the same way, so the easiest way to do this is probably with the blast mask, because then you could be more accurate with the explosions. But best way to do it, back him up into a corner, just run up to him, explode the blast mask, then go back into the light, shine the light at him, because that will keep him still long enough for the blast mask to recharge. And then it's pretty much rinse, wash, repeat till he's laying on the ground, and then do the same thing, shine the light at him, and he's dead. But pretty much what you do get from this part is he does teach you a new song, which is the Elegy of Emptiness, which does create a statue in place of you. So yeah, you have one for each mask. So if you have no mask on, play the song, you create a Lynx statue. Then you have the Goron mask on, it creates a Goron statue, so on and so forth. And you do need that song for getting through the Stone Tower Temple. So with that stuff being said, stay tuned for part 32, where we will take on the Stone Tower Temple. So yeah, peace.